I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Pooja and Gurdeep's Profession Confessions.
These are my confessions. This is exciting. We have a brand new segment right now on the show called Profession Confessions.
Yeah, it's where we talk to anonymous people sharing what they've seen on the job. We're not judging, agreeing, or saying that this happens everywhere, but we are passing along this person's story.
Yeah, you know how when you work somewhere, you find out how things really operate and the public wants to know? Well, this is our very first Profession Confession, and I don't know if we could have picked a better profession for this one. Pooj, we've got a mechanic.
We're going to say Mechanic X.
Ooh, I like that.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we're great. We're great. Thanks for taking time to talk to us and spill some tea here. So I think the first thing people are wondering when it comes to mechanics, taking your car into the shop, are we getting upsold stuff?
100%.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like what?
Things you don't need.
Give us an example.
I've had people come to me for brake inspections saying they went to the dealer or other private shops saying they need brakes. I pull the wheels off and there's over half life on the brakes. They're just pushing for sales.
Wow. So it's like you come in for an oil change or something and they see something might need some fixing, but it could probably wait, and they're just going to tell you got to fix it now?
Yeah, because the more they sell, the more they make.
Interesting. See, you suspect it, but then you're like, no.
And you have no way of proving it because I don't know car stuff. I can't go look at my brake pads and be like, no, there's still half. I don't know. Half of what?
And there's 95% of the people out there, that's the way they are. They put a trust in the service shops and they're taking advantage of them.
This is why it's so important to find a good mechanic.
Yes, like a good doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Or a good lawyer. Or a good vet.
Lawyer.
You need
or a
someone
good accountant.
You trust. Yeah.
Yes.
Turns out there's a lot of people deceiving us. Okay, so let's do this because a lot of people listening to the show are driving right now. Mechanic X, what car make or model has the most problems in your opinion? Like which car make and model are you seeing most often in the shop?
There's not really a bad car make. It's all in how it's maintained. Every car, if you don't maintain it, it's going to be problematic.
So there's no such thing as like a lemon?
If you don't maintain it, it can be a lemon.
Okay.
And it all starts from day one.
So Mechanic X, I'm not sure if you, and you don't have to answer this, I don't know if you're a listener of the show, but there's a common running theme here that one of our producers, Steph, complains religiously about her car. She thinks she has a lemon. She thinks her car is cursed. It always has issues. Is Steph just making things up?
No, she's not. It all goes down to lack of maintenance before she had purchased that vehiul.
Thank you. Oh, I see.
Steph, it's a used vehicle you bought,
It's
Steph?
a used vehicle, and it should never have been sold. It should have just been left on the side of the road.
So maybe that begs the question, when people are buying used vehicles, like what should they be looking for to make sure they're not inheriting a lemon?
Service records, that's key.
Okay.
There's a lot of manufacturers, they state maintenance, oil changes, 15,000 K, 12,000 K. Totally wrong. There is no oil that's going to last that long. It's just going to cook inside the engine and create problems. When it's out of warranty, now it's your problem.
Right. Okay. So what's maybe someone has a new car, a relatively new car. What's something people can do on the regular that would actually save them hundreds of dollars and save them from having to come into the mechanic so often?
Change the oil. Do your fluid services. Oil changes 6,000 to 8,000 K, and just keep up on the services.
Guilty. I'm guilty of not keeping up. I get the calls. I'm like, I'm probably fine. I'll push it a little longer.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Don't do that.
No.
When someone comes in with their car, do mechanics secretly judge the state of someone's car when it comes in?
100%.
So, like, what are you judging? Like, whether it's an older car, a newer car, the cleanliness?
Filthy car?
Everything. You can see how someone takes care of their vehicle, how they are.
Oh.
If it's a pigsty, well, that's what they are.
What if you have toddlers and you want to blame it on them?
Oh.
Asking for a friend.
That's pushing the buck.
You've seen Seinfeld, I assume. There was the episode The Beast where Jerry could not get rid of the smell out of his car no matter what he did.
Yes.
Have you ever just come across a car that was just like, oh my God, I can't even sit in here. It reeks.
Yeah. I've had customers bring in vehicles in the summer, and there was dirty diapers and vomit.
Oh.
And I refused to drive it.
Ooh, I don't blame you.
It was nasty.
Okay. I was going to ask you what's the funniest or strangest thing that you've ever found in a customer's car. I assume that was the grossest thing you found. Is there something funny or strange that you found?
The funniest was sex toys.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Just like right there in the cup holder?
No.
It was in the glove, obviously.
Yeah.
In the glove box and in the trunk.
In the trunk.
Oh, no.
Wow, that needed some extra space. Okay. That's
I assume that you don't move anything in the car then, right? You don't touch it.
No.
you put gloves on first.
No.
Safety first, right?
Yeah. Safety first.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Is there a certain phrase or trick mechanics use when they know a customer like doesn't understand cars? And like how quickly when you meet a new customer can you tell like this person has no idea what they're talking about?
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
We are back with our very first profession confession. We are speaking to Mechanic X.
Is there a certain phrase or trick mechanics use when they know a customer like doesn't understand cars? And like how quickly when you meet a new customer can you tell like this person has no idea what they're talking about?
There's a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about when it comes to vehicles, maintenance, stuff like that. A lot of people use Google for everything, YouTube. When they start telling me how to fix their vehicle, I know they don't know what they're talking about.
It's like when people go to the doctor and they've already diagnosed themselves because they went to WebMD and they think they know everything.
100%.
Now, in fairness, let's say that you are somebody who actually does know cars. You were a mechanic maybe back in the day or whatever. Haven't cars just changed so much? Like I opened the hood of the car and I have no idea where anything is anymore.
They've changed a lot. Right now, anybody in the industry or anybody coming into the industry, they're not mechanics, they're technicians. You have to be computer wizards. Everything's changed. When I started doing this, it was very simple. And I take monthly courses to stay updated with all the new stuff coming out.
Wow, monthly, eh?
Ooh.
Monthly.
Wow. Okay, you're on top of it. Okay, this one is a bit, maybe this question's a bit controversial, but I have to ask it, and you're anonymous, so it's fine. Do prices change or does your approach change, whether it's a man or a woman bringing in the car? And I will fully admit, I'm a man who knows almost nothing about cars.
My approach doesn't change, but there are people out there that, yes, they take advantage of customers, whether it's man or woman.
Right, because it could also be that, it's not just gender. Sometimes it's age too, right?
That's true.
Yes. Yeah.
So do mechanics actually get commission or bonuses for upselling certain jobs or parts?
It depends on how their pay structure is and where they work. If they're on a flat rate system, if they don't sell work, they don't get paid. If they're hourly salary, it's different.
And is that something you can ask, like when you come into a shop, or is that a rude question?
It's kind of a rude question, and I don't think they would disclose that.
Right.
A lot of the dealerships are all flat rate system. So if their technicians aren't selling anything, they're not getting paid.
Interesting. Okay. So maybe more of an argument to be made that you should find a good mechanic.
And hold on to it for dear life. So when you get a quote, let's say, oh, okay, you came in for an oil change, but hey, you also need new cabin filters and your brake pads are worn out and you need a new T-bar. I don't think a T-bar is a thing. I just made that up. Can you negotiate prices? Are these negotiable? Because I've never tried to negotiate. I just assume this is the price. Is there any wiggle room?
There is wiggle room. A lot of the smaller shops, private shops, you can negotiate. They can help you out here and there. Dealerships, not so much.
Okay. So is there one repair that most people overpay for and one thing that's actually worth spending on that you should actually pay a lot of money for?
It all depends on where you're going. Like the dealerships, I think, are very inflated in their pricing, the way they charge a customer. Again, you're paying for that nice dealership, right?
Right.
I guess I'm just wondering, if somebody says, look, it's really a good idea to invest in whatever. It might be like good tires, let's say, or maybe the bigger tires. They're more rugged or whatever. That's better because in the end, it's going to be better for your car. Is that worth doing?
I push my customers to always use brand name tires, good oil. A lot of these guys where they list a $50 synthetic oil change, stay away.
How come?
Because it's garbage oil. You might as well put water out of your faucet.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yes. There's a reason why all these big oil manufacturers, tire manufacturers, parts manufacturers, they have specs they have to follow, and they have so many different types of oil in a certain grade because every vehicle has a different spec. You can't have that in one jug.
Got it.
For instance, engine oil.
So Mechanic X, give me your all-time worst nightmare customer story that you've dealt with.
Oof, there's a lot.
What's the one that's, give me your Mount Rushmore of bad, what's the one that keeps you up at night? You think back to that customer who came in, you're like, I hope I don't have to deal with that person again. Oh.
Basically, my customer base knows the way I am and has a trust in me. The worst customers are the ones that come in and think they know what they're talking about. I don't really have one bad memory of someone coming in and being a horror story here.
Are most of your customers referred?
Yes.
Okay. So then it makes sense.
I do not advertise. It's all through referral.
Okay, let me ask it this way then, Mechanic X. Have you ever had to break up with a customer?
Yes.
Okay, tell us what happened. How did you do it? Did you let them down gently? Was it via text, carrier pigeon? What'd you do?
It's not you, it's me, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
It was over the phone, and they were being pushy and thought because they were very well off, they could buy my time and get into the shop ahead of other people. Mm-hmm. And it just became repetitive. And I just said, I don't want to do business with you anymore. Find somebody else. You are no better than any other my customers.
I like that. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, you're the one that got away.
Yeah. I tried that once. It didn't work. I was like trying to break up with a girl. I was like, you are no better than any of my other girlfriends I currently have. It didn't go over as well as it did for Mechanic X.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
No, okay. But I don't, nobody has priority.
Yeah, you're not above waiting in line. You're not going to fast track somebody else just because they've got money. That doesn't make any sense.
This is why I can't be a mechanic, because if someone tried to grease me to get to the front of the line, I'd be like, absolutely. Come on, just come on in. Just put it right in my pocket. I got oil on my hands. Put it in my pocket and come to the front.
Wow. I'm starting to
I would fire you the next day.
I'm rethinking this partnership. That's all it's going to take? Wow. Okay, so what about getting ripped off by a mechanic? How often do you think that's actually happening?
Every minute of every day.
Oh, wow.
This is not giving me confidence as I get set to go for my next oil change.
There's a lot of people out there that should not be in business because that's all they do all day. They don't have no conscience. They just, anybody that comes through the door, they're going to rip them off.
Okay. There's a running joke on this show because this is something that I have not learned how to do. And I don't know why it's not mandatory, why everybody doesn't have to learn this.
They should teach us in school.
They really should. How hard is it to learn how to change a tire?
It's not. It's common sense.
What?
It's common sense.
Like, does it involve strength?
Not really.
Not lifting up the car.
I mean, it's the bolt, like the nuts and the bolts and all that stuff. It looks difficult.
Well, they have all the tools in the car.
I can't even find where they are in the car.
So
What I think they should be doing is when you go for your driver's license,
yeah,
that
Right.
should be part of it.
I agree.
totally. Mechanic X, if Pooja and I came by the shop, you could like put on a balaclava or whatever so we don't see your face. But how quickly could you teach us how to change a tire? Because full disclosure, I don't know how to either.
10 minutes.
What?
10 minutes?
I mean, I've got 10 minutes.
I don't need to be calling for roadside assistance. I can just do it myself.
Well, if it's minus 30, I'd call roadside assistance.
Okay, that's awesome. That's great. We're going to come by, and if there happens to be a long line in front of us, I'll just slide you some money. You take us right to the front.
Yeah.
Wrong shop.
Yeah. There's a breakup coming your way with that one. Okay, let's end on this one, Mechanic X. If you could give every driver one piece of advice before they pull into a mechanic, what would it be?
When you walk through the door and the person you're speaking with can't look at you straight in the eyes, walk away.
Interesting.
That's good advice for life, I feel, right? Any situation, if someone can't make eye contact, they're darty-eyed, they're looking away, that's like a gut check that something's not right.
Not just with shops, anything.
Yeah. But what if you're just like really, 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 really good looking and that's why they can't look at you?
Wow.
I mean,
Eye contact is huge.
Eye contact. Are mechanics allowed to date clients?
No, there's a boundary there.
There's a mechanic code?
Well, my code.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe there are some people that do.
Okay. We've definitely gone off topic.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the word mechanic in there. Mechanic X, you are awesome. Thank you for all the information. You've given us lots to think about and take away, and also some good direction here. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. No problem.
And thank you for being one of the good ones.
Yeah.
I try.
I'd like to shout out your business, but we can't because they give you away. So just listen for the voice.
At the balaclava.
The balaclava, that's it.
Oh, dear.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.